Muraho turabasuhuje abakurikiye training abasabye gukurikira amahugurwa kuri Excel. It's refresher training yateguwe na company yitwa Reliable Immense Company. Ni company isanzwe izwiho gutanga training hirya no hino mu gihugu. Tukaba rero twishimiye ko guhera kuri uyu munsi wo kuwa gatandatu kugeza ku munsi wo ku cyumweru tugiye kurebera hamwe bimwe mu by'ingenzi umuntu agomba kumenya muri Microsoft Excel. Ntekereza ko rero mutaza kuza gucikwa, hanyuma uza kugira ikibazo araza kubaza haba muri comment cyangwa se ugakoresha nimero ya telefone ukabaza wenda nko kuri WhatsApp cyangwa n'ahandi. Turagerageza kugenda gake gashoboka kugira ngo buri muntu wese ataza kuza gucikanwa. Mbibutse ko izi training ziramara iminsi 2 guhera none ku wa gatandatu none saa 3 nkuko twagiye tubasangiza uko gahunda iteye. Tugiye kwiga guhera none aha saa 3 kugera saa 5, hanyuma nyuma ya saa 5 dufate umwanya wo gukora ama exercice, ndetse nyuma tuze kugira igihe cya pause guhera saa 6 kugera saa 8, tuze kugaruka n'ubundi twiga tukageza saa 10. Hanyuma nitumara kugeza saa 10 turaza n'ubundi gufata umwanya wa exercice. Tuze kongera kwiga kugeza saa 1, n'ubundi dufata umwanya wa exercice rero turagenda tuzibasangiza haba hano kuri YouTube, haba no kuri nimero zanyu za telefone, kuko dufite abantu n'ubundi bari gukurikirana aya mahugurwa baza gukomeza kudufasha kugira ngo amahugurwa aze kugenda neza. Ntekereza ko rero muri rusange nicyo. Amazina nitwa Theogene Kubaho ni Yesu, ndi umwe mu bagize Reliable Immense Company ari nayo yateguye aya mahugurwa. Ni by'agaciro rero kuba turi kumwe, kandi ntekereza ko turi buze kuza kwigana byinshi. Hari benshi twagiye duhurira mu mahugurwa atandukanye n'ubundi dutanga kuri program za computer. Ntekereza ko muri abatangabuhamya beza kuko RIC cyangwa company ya Reliable Immense Company izwi mu gutanga training zifite ireme kandi zitanga umusaruro, cyangwa se n'umuntu ashobora kuboneramo ubumenyi bwamufasha haba mu kazi ke cyangwa yaba ari n'umuntu usanzwe adakoresha iyo software. Natinze rero reka dutangire twige, nyuma uza kugira ikibazo araza kugenda tubaza nkuko nasobanuye uburyo ari buze kumenyekanisha ikibazo cye. Excel ni imwe muri porogaramu za computer zikoreshwa cyane. Ni porogaramu akenshi tuvuga ko ari iya Microsoft, cyangwa se ni imwe mu ma office ya Microsoft, ariko ikagira umwihariko w'uko ikoreshwa cyane kuko idufasha mu bintu bigiye bitandukanye, haba mu buryo bwo gukarikira imibare, haba mu buryo bwo kwanaliza cyangwa gusesengura amakuru runaka yagiye muri Excel, cyangwa n'uburyo bwa data presentation. Ngira ngo uyu munsi tugiye kurebera hamwe twihuse nko ku muntu udasanzwe wenda akoresha Excel cyane, turebere hamwe iby'ingenzi agomba kuba azi kuri Microsoft Excel, hanyuma kugira ngo tutaza kuza kumusiga tukajya ku yindi step kandi we mu by'ukuri atari familiar na Excel. Ntekereza ko rero umuntu wese urugero ariho rwo gukoresha Excel araza kwisanga muri iyi video, araza kuyisangamo kuko araza kuza kungukiramo byinshi bigiye bitandukanye. Reka rero tutangire. Excel ni program, iyo uyifunguye ubona utuduka cyangwa se utwo nakita nka cells tugenda tubona. Ndagira ngo ncemo twihuse kugira ngo tugendane n'abantu badasanzwe bakoresha iyi Excel. dufite izi bazita columns cyangwa se colonne uko wabyita, duhereye kuri colonne kuri A, B, C, D, colonne ziri alphabetique. Hanyuma tukagira na rows. Rows ni nko kuvuga ni y'imibare. Ubwo rero niba nanditse aha ngaha nkandikana urugero RIC, bivuze ko nanditse muri colonne ya mbere ariyo ya A, hanyuma nkaba mbyanditse muri row ya rimwe. Iki kintu ni ingenzi, waba uri umuntu usanzwe ukoresha Excel, waba uri umuntu utangiye gukoresha Excel, ni ingenzi cyane kukimenya. Hanyuma ikindi, Excel iyo tuyifunguye umuntu aribaza ese muri Word ko dusanzwe tuzi ko dusanzwe tumenyereye ko muri Word umuntu arandika akisanzura, ugasanga wenda ntabwo habayeho gucikamo kw'ijambo, ariko aha ngaha kubera ko dufite utuntu tumeze nk'aho ari tableau, bien sûr kwandika bisa naho bigucanga, ariko turaza kugenda tubirebera hamwe management y'inyandiko wakoze, yaba ari inyandiko, yaba ari amagambo, yaba ari imibare, hari ushobora kwandika imibare akavuga ati ije uburyo ndashaka. Ibyo rero turaza kugenda tubirebera hamwe muri aya mahugurwa. Hanyuma Excel munyemerere tuyifate nk'inzu y'umuntu ku giti cye. Muri iyi nzu igira ahantu twita ku marembo, ariho hano nakita kuri home ni donc ni ku marembo, cyangwa se ni ku hahandi donc umurikira ibikorwa byawe ku buryo bworoshye, niba ariko nabyita. Hanyuma donc hano kuri home niho uri busanga utuntu tw'ingenzi. Njya nkunda kuvuga ko muri iyi Excel hari umuntu ushobora kuba yikoresheje n'imyaka n'itatu cyangwa n'itanu, mu by'ukuri atari yarenga aha kuri home. Kubera iki? Yaba ari ugukopiya, yaba ari ugupestinga, yaba ari uguhindura za text font, guhindura uko amagambo agaragara, haba ari uguhindura size, haba ari uguhindura amakureri, amabara n'ibiki byose abibonera hano kuri home. Mu by'ukuri ntiyari yinjira kuri insert ngo amenye ngo kuri insert hakorerwa iki, ntabwo yari yinjira kuri page layout ngo amenye ngo kuri page layout hakorerwa iki, ntarinjira kuri formula, ntarinjira kuri data. Izi menu zose nk'uko n'ubundi iyo turimo dusoma urugero nk'ikinyamakuru, murabizi mu kinyamakuru hari ahaba handitse ngo ahabanza, amakuru y'imikino, amakuru y'imyidagaduro, amakuru y'ibiki. Na Excel rero nayo igenda igira utu tabs tugiye dutandukanye. Ubwo rero nituza kuvuga ngo tugiye kuri tab yitwa wenda data, ubwo biraba biterwa n'ibyo tugiye gukora. Nitujya kuri tab yitwa wenda insert, biraba bitewe n'ibyo tugiye gukora hano muri iyi Excel yacu. Hanyuma undi mwihariko kuri Excel irusha izindi zimwe muri porogaramu wenda nka Word, nuko Excel igira ibyo twita amashiti. Sheet turabizi ni urupapuro kwa. Urupapuro tugira sheet 1, tukagira sheet 2, ugira sheet 3, uko ugenda uteranya hano kuri plus niko sheets zigenda ziyongera. Icyo gihe rero wowe ushaka rwose ushobora kumanaginga entire business ukoresheje one Excel cyangwa se one spreadsheet. Ubundi izi sheet zose muri rusange nizo twita ngo ni spreadsheet. Iyo Excel uyisevinze uba usevinze spreadsheet. So yes, hari abari kubaza uburyo nshobora kwanaginga iyi screen. I think should be clear. Yes. Okay. You're not seeing this. Okay. Okay. Aha. Hanyuma narimo kuvuga kuri just an introduction about this Excel. Introduction kuri iyi Excel. Hanyuma nk'iyo tuje muri Excel iyi tuyita ngo ni cell ubwayo, cyangwa se agaka runaka, donc aho twandika niko nabyita. Ninza curseur nkayishyira aha, bitandukanye nuko nayishyira, kuko kuyishyira aha ngaha bivuze ko niho ndimo kwandika, bitandukanye n'aha, bitandukanye donc bitewe n'amaformule turi buze kuza gukoresha, bitewe n'izindi functions tuza gukoringa ziri muri Excel. Iki ni ingenzi kumenya ngo curseur ibigomba kujya aho ibintu byanditse. Niba mvuze ngo wenda for example reliable immense company, abyandika muri ariya magambo, urabona ko bihise bikwira korone zose ko ari eshatu, ariko mu by'ukuri ngiye kubishaka ntabwo nabishakira muri korone eshatu, buriya origine ni iyi ngiyi, ni muri korone B. Ndamutse nje nga selectiona muri korone C ntabwo ariho byanditse, ndamutse selectione muri korone D ntabwo ariho byanditse, uvuga ngo biri muri korone B. Icyo ari cyo cyose nashaka gukora, wenda iyi B nshobora kuyegeza ahangaha, aribyo twita kwaniraginga akora, kugira ngo ibyo wanditse bibashe gukwiramo. Hari n'ubundi buryo turi buze kugenda tubona, ushobora gushyiramo izi zigakwiramo bitabaye ngombwa ko ukora iriya large. So aha rero ni icyo nashakaga kugira ngo mbereke, ni uburyo bwo kwandika muri ka runaka cyangwa muri seri runaka, ariko ibyo wanditse ntiwibeshye ngo ujye kubishakira mu zindi seri, ahubwo ukabishakira muri ya seri wanditse. Iki ni ingenzi kuko turaza kuza kubikenera. That was like an introduction kuri ku buryo Excel igaragara, cyangwa icyo nakita nka font page of this Excel. Someone is asking if this session would be going in Kinyarwanda. Yes, we will try to use Kinyarwanda and both English, but mostly we will be using Kinyarwanda for better understanding, because most of the applicants we have seen that they are Rwandans. But if you are from another country, please follow. We are going to use some of the functions and the formula that you may understand regardless of the language that you are using. So aho waba uri hose, this session you can follow it successfully. So hanyuma narimo mvuga ko this was a bit introduction kuri Microsoft Excel. So moving on to functions and formula in this Excel, icyo twita functions, like if we say Excel functions and whatever, Excel functions, functions, they are a function is a predefined formula already available in Excel. So muri Excel ubundi tugiramo amaformule asanzwe ari muri Excel, bitabaye ngombwa ko wowe uzongeramo. Donc izo nizo twita ngo functions. Turaza kugenda tureba my example. Hanyuma formula, it is what you type in bitewe n'icyo ushaka kuza kubona. Formule ntabwo ari ijambo rishyashya, ushobora kuvuga ngo iyi seri guteranyaho iyi bingana gute. Yes, wowe urumva ko ni ibintu winjijemo bitewe na result utegereje, ariko ubundi Excel yo ibisanzwe ifite izindi twita ngo ni functions. For example, if we move back to Excel, I say for example today, you see, if I write TOD, this Excel says, are you sure you want to write today? Then I call it. Calling it means double clicking. You double click on this today, then you close the parentheses, then you press enter. Icyo gihe you find the date of today. Today we are on 21st August 2021. So ahangaha bivuze iki? Bivuze ngo function ni ikintu gisanzwe muri Excel. Kugira ngo ubone iyo function ubanza equal sign, equal today. So izo functions inyinshi ubuzizi, warangiza Excel igahita ikubwira ngo iyo function dusanzwe tuyizi, ikaguhereza na description cyangwa ubusobanuro. Returns the current date formatted as a date. So do you want to return today's date? Do you want Excel to report to you today's date? So it is not better to continue. It's better to double click on this recommendation. Excel iyo ikubwiye ngo twebwe hari ukimara gushyiramo TOD, hari function dusanzwe tuzi, yaba ariyo ushaka gukoresha, then you double click, you close the parentheses, press in. ugahita ubona the date of today. Iriya ni example of function. Nashaka kubereka ko some of the functions they are already there in Excel. If we the formula in Excel, it is what you type in. Wowe ubwawe ushatse gutayipinga n'urugero, let's say we are having here 8, here we are having 9, so I want this 8. The 8 is C4 because we are in column C and row 4. So plus C, you see, plus C, D is it D4, like so. You see, 8 plus 9, we all know that it's 17. Exactly. That is a formula. Iriya ni formula kuko ni wowe uyishyizemo. So iyo rero ari formula, iyo ari function urayikoringa, ariko yaba ari formula akaba ari wowe uyityping. So byaterwa rero n'urugero rw'imibare uzi, ariko formula zose uba ushobora kuzishyira hano muri Excel. N'abiga trigonometry, n'abiga za integrals, n'abiga formula zose cyo kimwe nuko nitugera muri data presentation turi buze kubona ko ushobora gukoresha, ushobora gupresentinga data zawe using this Excel. So ni iri tandukaniro riri hagati ya formula and function. So like we are having many functions, other example here I can cite of the function. If I say equal sum, you see, they recommend sum if, sum product, sum, and so on. Many things ziri related to the text that I'm putting in. Barahita bibikubwira. Wowe text yose if you put A, they say you want the absolute value of number. You see, absolute value of number. If I say this, for example, -5. Okay, because this already the Excel knows it is a date. You come here, you change to a specific. See, I came there, then I changed it. We have general, we have number, we have currency. It depends to the type of the text. Aha ndaza kubisobanura mu kanya. Hari abantu bajya bandika, for example, nka nimero za telefone, ugahita ubona 0 irabuze, ukandika nimero z'irangamuntu ukabona hajemo ngo plus something. Muhumure, hano turahigira ibintu byinshi. Hanyuma like the absolute value, if I add the absolute value of -1, for example, then I close parentheses, enter, I get 1. We all know that the absolute value of a negative number, it is a positive number. That is a function, of course. If I say, for example, equal 5 plus 10, enter, 15, that's a formula. Now I think you get the difference, the clear difference between a function and a formula. So abari kubaza, if I will share with them the PowerPoint presentation, of course you have to follow this session, but after I can share some notes to your emails regardless of the attendance. If you attended or not, I will share the notes after. But make sure that notes and explanations they complete each other, but they are not the same, totally the same. So you have to follow. Then I will share the notes right after the sessions. I mean after tomorrow. So in Excel, I have said that this is what we call a cell. Cell has what we call properties. Muri cell yose igira properties. Cell may be a number. Cell may be a text. Cell may be like date. Cell may be a currency. Currency means like the unity of flag, the unity of like 1 francs, like dollars, like euros, like the unity of money, currency. So the number here, if I say, for example, here in general, before you change, already there haba hari ikintu kitwa ngo ni general, because we are having a general case. General case, whatever you put, it is going to appear as you put it there. So general case, we have number, we have currency, if we have accounting, we have short date, long date, time, percentage, fraction, scientific, and more others. Bivuze ngo wowe icyo ushaka ko kijya muri iyo cell nicyo uha format runaka. Let me show you an example. If I copy this and I come there to paste, because I want it to be on row, I will paste a transpose like this. So it was here column, but I want it to be that's another tip. Okay. That's another tip. So I wanted it to be on a row, yet it was in one column. So I copy and I paste transpose. If I delete this, I will remain with this one. Okay. So number here, we can say we have 8, we have like 10, we have other things. But if we say text, like we are having leak like this. But if I come there and I say, oh, this should not be like leak, it should be, for example, let's come here. Okay, let's say this is 8. This should not be a number, it should be a date. For example, you see, 8 becomes 1 August 1900. If I select this entire column, then I come there, I say ibintu byose biri bujye mu iyi column, it should be in date format. If I come, I write 16, it is date. If I go there, I write 17, it is date. So to change this, we have to also select the entire column. We go there, we change to either number or currency or something else. So let me change to number. You see, they give me the numbers with some of the decimals. So decimals, you come there, you go there to either increase or decrease. So I come to decrease decimals, I get back my numbers. So nukuvuga ngo icyo ushaka ko kijyamo hariya, you come there, you go to this, you choose either if you want dates, if you want whatever. Hari igihe umuntu aguha formatting, yarangiza kuguha formatting, wowe wakandikamo umubare ukabona bihise biba itariki, wakandikamo umubare ukabona bihise biba amafaranga, wakandikamo umubare bikaba ikindi. So icyo gihe aba yabiformatinze mbere yuko aguhereza iyo format. So ibyo byose turaza kugenda tubireba. Hanyuma let's go to currency. You see, if I type, for example, 1000 like this. If I type 1000, you see there is no dollar sign, there is no Rwandan franc sign, there is no there is no euro sign, there is only 1000. We don't know if they are potatoes, we don't know if they are money, we don't know if they are pens. So we only know the number is there, 1000. If we want to add a sign, for example, a dollar sign or a Rwandan franc, we don't have to type like this. We come like never. No. You don't have to do this. You have to select the entire column. Okay. Then you go there. You go to more number formats. You see, you come there to currency. Okay. You see the symbols. You change these symbols. For example, to Rwandan francs. Let me go there to, I'm searching for Rwandan francs if available. Okay. So I change it to another. Okay. Okay. You see this here we have Kinyarwanda. Okay. Then you add. Okay. You see, Rwandan francs 1000. you change you decrease the decimals. If I for example if I say for example 500, already R and F is there without typing it. I don't have to type it. If I say for example 10, already the unity of money is there. I don't have to type it again. Okay, that's how you change. You can even change this Rwandan francs to dollars. For example, you come there to more number formats. You go there instead of using Kinyarwanda. There are so many units of money you can use. Let me change to dollar. You see, it is already dollar there. I hope you can see how to formulate a given cell. So instead of writing, for example, phone numbers, let me write this phone number here. If I press enter, 0 is not there. 0 is not there. Why? Because this already a number. This is in a general case. The Excel knows this is a number, and you know there is no 0 in the front of number without a decimal number. If it is not a decimal number, there is no 0. So what you have to do here, make sure this column is phone number. Then you select this column. After selecting this column, you go there, you change it to text. You say this is a text. Then it is there. So let me try to repeat the phone number. Press enter. You see, 0 is there. 0 is there because I changed the column. I give a command to this Excel that this should not be considered as number, yet it should be considered like a text. So this is very clear. I hope you understand it. So moving on, we are on sheet 1, and I explained this different sheets. We can work in different sheets here in Excel. So you can even name this sheet. You say, for example, training. You can name it. You can copy it. So the only thing you can do is to place right click. Then you move to different options and move or copy it. You can protect it. You add password. Yes. You can select a color, a given color to differentiate this sheet from others. So you can hide it. Buriya wari uzi ko umuntu ashobora kuguhereza Excel akayiguha ubona harimo sheets 3 cyangwa 5 ni urugero, kandi yarahidinze izindi nk'ebyiri zirimo formule mu rwego rwo kugira ngo za formule utaza kuza kuzidisturbinga. So akaguhereza Excel sheets ziri protected. So we come back to this. So in Excel is an intelligent program. If, for example, I say here we have number 1, 2, 3. If you continue like this, Excel knows what will follow is 4, 5. You see, 5, 6, 7 to a given number that you want. Some people, they write number, they come here and they type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 2000. Why? Excel knows if you type 1 and 2, the following should be 3, 4, like a series of numbers. Excel knows this. If you come and, for example, let me insert a new column there. If you come and say weekdays, you say Monday, Tuesday. You don't have to continue with the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, but you have to come there. You put a cursor there. Then you scroll down. See, scrolling down will help you reach to Sunday without typing. You see, Monday, Excel knows this. Also, when you are typing the month, you say January, February, whatever, but you scroll down, you continue like that. Scrolling and selection are two things which are different. You have to differentiate that. Scrolling, this is a selection. If I do this, it is a selection. But if I come to the last selection and I go down like this, I'm not selecting, but I'm scrolling. Hope you understand this. So back to our points on cell formats and whatever. So let's say we have people here. We have people. So their names is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, like that. Let me stop. There are 10 people that I want to use their samples. Okay, I say they hold this amount. Because I don't want to type, I can say, Excel, can you please help me find the random, don't umpe imibare wishakiye, random numbers for on this. Can you help me find the random numbers? I say random, rand between. It's an example, please. Ntabwo iteka ryose ariko uzabigenza. Niba if you have exact numbers, come and type them. But because we are doing like exercise, I'm just telling Excel, please give me random numbers. Okay. Okay. So like random numbers between 5,000 and 500 and 5,000. Then I click. You see, this is a random. Ni umubare utagize icyo utwaye, ariko if I come and scroll down to the last one, this is a random number between 500 and whatever. So I copy and I paste values. Don't paste like ufata ngo control V iteka ryose. No. Paste values biba bivuze ngo ibintu wakopiye kubera byari birimo formule ushaka gupestinga ibitarimo formule. Yes, I paste it like that. Then it is there. Numbers are there. Let's suppose that those are amount of money, amount of salary got from those people in column A. Let's say gender of the people there. M stands for male, female, MM, female, M, female. I don't know how many females or males, but I did it randomly. So let me say this is a female. Okay. So we have gender. We also have something like drink. So let's suppose you are asking someone, do you drink? Say yes or no. See? No. If I go to type no, because it is already there, the Excel suggests a text for me. No, yes. So go yes. You go type, sorry. No. Okay. So I select this. I go to this be in front of you. Okay. Borders. I want to put borders. I want to have a table. So you go to all borders. On this point, on this option, we have different borders, different type of borders that you can choose. Either up border, top border, left, right, depending to how you want your table to look like. So you go to so that is a table. I traced a table. So I can select the title and bold it. So I can change the color there of this title, for example, like that. So I want to use this table. So hope we are together. Then this table, I want to start like management of this table. But before I move on to management, I want to make sure, for example, my boss asks me, how much money, the amount of money that we have for 10 people. Okay, so it is the total. I change this, I add total here. below. So I want to sum. You see, you begin with the equal sign to call the function which already in Excel. I write sum, but because it is already suggested, I double click. When you double click there, you select the range. This is called the range. After selecting the range, it is written here in this tab. So you close the parentheses, you type enter, then you get the sum. This is the sum. This is one way of getting the sum, but also you can delete this and only select from top. You select from top. After selecting from top, you come there. There is what we call auto sum. Auto sum. So it is the sum is already here. So you know we cannot make sum of the text. Some of the text doesn't exist, but there is a count. How many? So ahangaha nakoresheje sum, ariko ahangaha ntabwo nshobora gukoresha sum kuko ntabwo ari uguteranya, ahubwo ni nko kubara. Ni abagabo bangahe? Donc aba bantu ni bangahe muri rusange? Icyo gihe nza nkareba icyo bita counter. Kuko counter niyo ishobora kukauntinga imibare. Ntabwo ari ukuyiteranya ahubwo ni ukuyibara. Ni bangahe? So I select that. I close the parentheses. So we have, for example, equal counter so because this is reported as text, so if I change like it is number, want to know the counter. Let me see what's wrong with this counter. Okay, so if I select all this, I come there down. Do you see we have here the 9 people? So oh, sorry, we are having 9 people. Okay, it is there. Count. You go to this. It is there. We are counting those people, and we found them. We found that there are 9 people that we are having there. So I close the parentheses. I found 0 because I used count. Count works for the numbers. So here we have the text. Then I change to counter. Then I changing it to counter. I find 9 people. Okay, hope you understand this now. So, but because I don't want 9 people, I want to insert a 10th. Muntu wa 10 ndaza hano to 11th. Nagiza nje kuri insert above. Then I add the 9th, for example, female. Okay, then you change this formula to instead of 10, it is 11. Then we have 10. So I change the money to, for example, 400. Then the sum also changes. Hope we are together here. So the other thing, so the drink, how many people are here? So for example, this one doesn't drink. Then we say counter. There is a function which is called counter, which counts the text, all the names of people. It might be the text. Text can be the name. Text can be like for example the colors. So type of cars, employment category, education level. Those are the texts. So to count them, you use the function which is called counter. Okay, so those are some of the important functions, but we are still moving on. So we have a table which is traced with the 4 columns. How many rows? If you want to count rows, you come there from 1 to, we have 12 rows. But you know, this 12, they are not that, it is the sum, the overall. So it is not included among our data. We have 10 people, so we have the amount, we have the agenda, we have the drink. So have you seen how we calculate the sum, how we use the count, how we use counter? We use count to count how many, so we use counter to count not numbers but text. For example, they say how many people are there in your sheet, you use counter, you calculate all. So you can calculate with your naked eyes. You can see with your naked eyes, you say I'm having 10 people, 20 people. But it is better to use a formula, because sometimes in your job exam, they will not say show us. They will say please submit with the formula used. Kugira bamenye ngo ese uzi gukoresha counter, uzi gutandukanya counter na count, icyo gihe bazagusaba ko wohereza na formule uba wakoresheje kugira ngo mu by'ukuri barebe niba uzi kubitandukanya. So the tip, another tip here. So murabona, if I move down like this, I'm losing the title. Okay, I move down, I lose the title. Here, you know what to do. I come, the title is in row 1. Are we together? So you go to view, this view tab. Nibyo nababwiraga, we will move to different tab according to what we want. So you move to this view, you move to phrase, you move to phrase top row like this. It is already phrased. If I try to move down, you see title is still there. Excellent. Title is still there. I can type seeing the title, seeing the variables on my title. I think that is good. So we also continue with other functions using this table. If for example, I say I have already calculated the total amount there, regardless of the gender, regardless of the either some people drink or do not drink. But also sometimes my boss can ask me how many people drink. Okay, how many people drink? So how many people are female or male? So how many people, so how much money do people drink have? So here we are going to use functions count if. We are going to use other functions like yes, let's start with count if and sum if. You see, it is already the sum, but according to this condition. It is already count. We have seen how to count, but make sure this count is conditionally. For example, I can say count if, okay, count if, you see, this range, please follow, this range gender, we have males and females. I don't have to include this 10 because this 10 is the count, so it is not data. So count if this, comma, you see, criteria, the next is you have to first tell the function what is your range. The range already put it in parentheses. Then which criteria do I want them to follow? So I want them to count how many males. The range is from C2 to C1 to C11, sorry. So condition is M. So they say we are having 4 males. Hope you get this. They are having 4 males. So if I change, for example, I say this is not F, because it is the text that I'm including there, I have to type it with those quotation marks, between the quotation marks. How many females do they have there? We have 6 female. Oh, okay. So we have 10 people, 6 female and 4 males. It is the count, but according to a given condition. I can also, this is about gender. Yeah. Noneho reka nze nkoreshe like drinking. Drink. So, for example, nawe ushobora kubigerageza ukibaza ngo how many people drink? How many people drink? How many people do not drink? So, it is count if, okay, count if this range, the range of your data, okay, comma, quotation marks, no. How many? So I start counting how many people do not drink. No any quotation marks. Then, so formula is there. Formula is the count if D2 to D11, no. Which means I'm trying to count how many people do not drink. Then there are 6 people who do not drink. So there are 6 people who do not drink. Okay. So how many people do drink? Do they drink? Yes, there are 4 people who drink. Are we together? That is the formula, the function which is count if. Hope you understand this. So let's move on to sum if. Sum, we have already seen how sum is used. But today I'm going to show you how you can sum conditionally. How you can sum conditionally. Yes, please. There you go. Yes, we have already started the session. Can you please join? Text this number to the WhatsApp, they will show you the link. Okay. Okay, good. So sorry for disturbance. Some people were calling, asking for the link. So we have to help them so we can go together. So sum if, I was saying ko twabonye like uburyo ushobora gukora sum mu buryo busanzwe. Ndashaka kugira ngo tugendane gake gake. Ubu hari umuntu wavuze ati ibingibi ndabizi, ariko please wait, we are moving to next steps. No kugira tugendane n'umuntu udasanzwe abikoresha nawe abimenye. So for this case we are going to make sum conditionally. Like for example, sum what? Sum the amount of money. First of all, you have to understand the questions. What do you want? What do you want? First, I want the sum of money, but for people who are males, I want how much money do males have. Ndashaka kumenya ni amafaranga angahe muri aya amount yose aba bantu bafite, niba ari amafaranga, niba ari amadolari, niba ari nangahe abagabo bihariyeho. So we have seen we are having like four males, but how much money do they have? Okay, how much money do they have? So equal sum if, follow please. Here you begin with the range where your criteria is. My criteria is a person must be a male. That is a criteria. So the criteria range is this gender from top to this point. That is the range. Range, it is not one single point. It is not one single cell. It is the range. Okay? So after mentioning the range, I have to mention which criteria. The criteria is male. We are together, okay? And I hope you have understood that when we are changing, like we are adding some of the text, we have to put them. It's better we put them in the quotation marks. That is the criteria. So what do I want them to sum for me? It is the amount. That is the last point. I don't have to include the total. So I close the parenthesis. Okay. If I repeat once again, sum ifs works for numbers. We are trying to sum the amount of males. So the condition is a person must be a male. So we have to mention the range. We have also to mention the criteria, male. We have also to mention the sum range, which amount, which numbers do I want them to sum for me. Then I press enter. Means we are having 13,875 amount of money for only males. Let's try again, but to females, then I sum up to find the exact sum that we are having there. So let's go together. Sum if, okay? Sum if, we begin with the range, the criteria range, it is the gender. So we go there, then comma. Which is the next? The next is criteria, okay? The next is the criteria. Criteria is female, quotations F, because there I have F. Make sure you write it exactly as it is there. So which do I want them to sum for me? Amount. Okay? So amount like this. Then I close parenthesis. I press enter. So let's go there to see. So this has been a date because it is already there, but let me change to a general or amount. Okay, so I also decrease this decimals. So if we select this, are you there? Then we find the auto sum. Auto sum, let me change this. You remember the first time we have changed this, so it is still there. So do we have, this is for males, okay? This is for females. Please add some comments to know that we are together. Okay, so you keep on adding some comments. It helps me to know that you are following. So this is the sum. I want to check if exactly this is the sum that I'm having there. Let me bring the sum there. Okay, let me bring the sum, this one. Oh, let me see if this is exactly for both males and females. It is already changed to dollars, but let me change it like this. Do you see? We have made the sum conditionally. We have made the sum for females, we have made the sum for males, but the total sum is exactly the same as we found there without adding some conditions. This is good, and you won't miss this sum if or count if in the exam. Please, you have to follow this attentively. If you are preparing for job exam, Excel, they won't miss to ask you sum if and some count if. So hope you understand this now. Okay, let me go back there. Let me go back. I want to delete this. So we are still on this point of functions and formula. So let's jump to another thing which is good. I don't want to skip it. Let's say, for example, here I have province. Okay, we all know that we are having east, we are having west, we are having south. Okay, we are having north. Okay, we are having, let me stop by there. Okay, because some people they are getting this from other countries. If I mix with the Kigali city and the others, it might confuse them. So we are having 4 directions or provinces. So instead of writing this, okay, instead of writing this, I can come there and select the province. So people are asking to increase the screen size, but I hope you have tried my best to increase the size. So I hope this is clear now. So I selected the provinces. Please follow this. So you go there to data. You move there to data validation. There's a point there which is data validation, okay? So you select data validation. Here there is what we call any value because I didn't add something, but I can change it to list, a list of values. Then there's something here we call this table. So we have the source. Source we have to type math. So this table I can't size it, I can't resize it. It's very short, but I hope you understand. So north comma, south comma, west comma, east. There's no comma at the end, and there's no even a point. So you say okay. If I come there, I see north, south, east, west. I select like this. When I'm typing very quickly, I only select without typing it again. Okay, do you see this? This is called the data validation. Without typing again, you can easily make some of the option drop box. Okay, you see some of the drop boxes for some application forms. Drop box. Please choose your age group. Please choose your gender. Please choose your country. Drop box like this. So that is what we call data validation, and it's very useful. It's very useful. It's very good. So instead of typing, you can only select and add your options. Okay, so let me go back. Let me select once again. This means what? The options that you put there, if I try to put like the name of our company, RIC, oh, they will say this value doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. Hope you understand this. They say because among the values that I have I've shown in my data validation, there is no RIC text. So here they say, please be sorry, we can't accept this. Because we already have some of the options that must be selected. So let's also let's select once again. I want to change that message. I want to change that message in Excel. So let's go to data validation again. Data validation. So here on this table, there is one option is settings, another is input message, another. Please, it is good that you are having Excel so we can go together. You can even try it yourself. You can try yourself with your machine, or you can try later. There's no problem. So input message, for example, I go there, I say stop, or let me say wibeshye wibeshye mu kinyarwanda. Okay, wahisemo ibitari byo, ongera uhitemo. We have a box to add text there. So for example, I click OK. If I go there, okay, I type leak. Oh, they say, oh, sorry. This input message is already there. You see, there is some of the like suggestion box. So they come to say stop, wibeshye, wahisemo ibitari byo, ongera uhitemo. But this is not exactly what I wanted. I want, let me go there to data validation. This is to tell you what to do. Ibi ahubwo yakagombye kuba ariyo kukubwira icyo gukora. I'm sorry for this. Hitamo neza. So ugomba guhitamo. This is a help message. Ugomba guhitamo intara yawe neza. Please choose. Okay. Some people are saying they want me to keep using English. I don't know if most of you are familiar with English, but I will try to use both. Please choose the light. Please choose the light province. But my English is not is not difficult to understand. Everybody can understand. So you see, there is a help message. Before I select something, there is a help message. I have to read it. Hitamo neza or choose collect. So ugomba guhitamo intara yawe neza. Please choose the right province. So I go and I select the province. Okay? Okay. So another point that I want to show you is the error message. So please, you can formulate your message as you want. You come there to error message. So you say, for example, warning or stop. So you can even add the title. Okay. You say stop. This province, okay, this province does not exist. Okay, you click OK. So as we have tried to add link, for example, so they say this province does not exist. Like I have texted it in English, you can even put it in Kinyarwanda. You say intara muhisemo ntabwo ibaho. Yes. Hariya ni wowe ubwawe ni wowe ushobora kubihereza inyito bitewe n'icyo ushaka. So rimwe na rimwe rero hari igihe umuntu aguhereza cyangwa mu kazi baguhereza form runaka bayishyizemo nka data validation, wakandika ibintu runaka bakubwira bati ibyo ntabwo bibaho. Wakandika bakubwira ati reka wibeshye. So like that. Hope you understand this. So we are still here to functions and the formula. So if this sheet we have named it training. I don't know if you can see it, but it is already there named training. I can come there and go to move or copy. It is a right click, move or copy. I make copy to an end. Okay, I have this sheet, I have this one. So they are the same. Okay, they are the same. So sometimes you want to make the same sheets. There's no need to copy. There is no need to select and copy, but you have to copy the entire sheet. You move it to the right side, to another side. So what I want to show you here is that if I have, for example, let me say we have, let's change this table, the next table. We have, for example, the max, max. Okay, or instead I can add, okay, there's no need to add another top row, but I can insert it here. Okay, so I change this. Okay, for example, I go to home. I want to make these 3 columns into 1 column. This is called merging. I come there to merging, I select okay, there's no problem. So here you see, this is like a one cell, but which is made in 3 rows. So you select the rows, then you make a single cell. Like it's like a single cell, but because it is a title which stands for all those columns, so this title is called max, and I want here to be math. I want here to be physics. Is it like this? Physics. Okay, I want here to be like what? So biology. Let me delete this. Deleting is the already selection and go to delete button on your keyboard, then you delete. Okay, so Matt, for example, let me land between. Let me add random numbers. Okay, I say I want random numbers, but don't do this if you are a teacher. Please add the marks that your students have already obtained. Don't do random numbers. Okay, so land between, for example, 40 to 90. I want to mean among my students, the lowest marks that one has got is 40. The highest is 80. But they are random numbers. You see, I get 70, which is between there. So there are 10 students. The number is already there. I have told you that when you do the land between, you have to copy. Then you paste values. I come to physics. I add land between. But because physics is sometimes difficult, I say, for example, the lowest marks obtained is 37, and the highest is like 74. Okay, there, because we are doing exercises. There's no problem if I add random numbers. I change this in the decimal numbers. I copy, then I paste options. We go to biology, land between. Land between, like biology sometimes requires only to read what the lowest marks to be obtained is, and the one can even have 88. Okay, so we scroll down, so copy all. After copying this, we come to paste options. You go to values. Okay, I go to the marks. So if I want to take the total, I can say, okay, sum for me, and add formula sum for me from here up to, from sum for me the mathematics marks. So Excel is good. You don't even need to add here sum and here. No, you have to click there and put your cursor there. So wait for a plus sign, then you hold your cursor, then you move there. So you obtain the sum for the other ranges or other columns. So we got the marks, but I don't know the logics of getting the the total marks. So I don't know the logics. So maybe okay, we can need it when we want to calculate the average and the other things. I don't want to be more scientific, but I want to show you how you can obtain your calculations very easily. The way I'm using mathematics marks and the physics as well as biology marks, the same you can use your salary, your age, the and the other things which are mathematics, which are numbers. So here, one student is coming from northeast, whatever. Let me go change the. Let me go select until to the last student. So north, I don't know. So I'm doing it regardless of the student marks or student whatever. So I'm only selecting from my drop box here, options. So for example, I say this is from east. This is from. I don't know if I did. Okay. So do we have some people from north? I don't know. I've been very biased. So province, I can even put it here down. It's no problem. Or I change it like this. I make one single box. Clear? So I want this, for example, here we are having marks, mathematics marks, as well as you can have salary begin, the current salary, like that, things like that. So the only example here I took is only to show you how you can use the functions and formula. So if I come there, total marks for each student, total marks for each student. So you know what to do? It is to sum. Okay, to sum this to this. So you select, you highlight the range that you want to be summed. So after highlighting the range, you press enter. This student has got 213 marks out of one out of 300, because there are three lessons. So let me here add, for example, average. But before I move to average, I want to make sum for other students. I want to make the sum for even other students. So I put the cursor there. I scroll down the remaining students, and I got the total sums. Okay, for each student without putting again that formula. So the average, so the average is calculated as the sum over the number of attendants, the number of students. So there, how many students do I have? I'm having 10 students. Okay, you remember, I'm having 10 students. Is it 10 or 2? Even this sum I've put it in it. Okay, there are 10 students, you remember. So calculating the average would be equal to the marks over 10. I type it. Okay, I go type it like this, then I press enter, then I scroll down to other marks, other students. So this is, sorry, not 10, but it's free because we are having 3 courses. Sorry, very sorry. So okay, then I scroll down. What miracle. So I change the decimal here. Okay, comma, I change the decimal to like one single number out of decimal, so is a decimal number. So this one is getting 71%, this one. Okay, so so when we tomorrow, as we will be talking about decision making with Excel, we will know how to select the people who have, I mean, the students who have to pass for, who have passed already the exam, needed to continue with the next academic year. So all others who have to repeat. So decision making, like what if functions, other things like those conditional decisions. So we will be looking at this tomorrow. So I want to add, you see, sometimes you think that if you want to say 71%, do I want is it necessary that I type a percent sign, percentage sign? No, I can only select this there. Okay, then I go here to numbers, then I say percentage. I say percentage, but you see what they give me? 70,100%. No, this should not be like this, but it should be out of. You see, out of or multiply. Okay, what I got there, what I got here, multiply, multiply, multiply. Like, so if we want to put, so it is over. Okay, let me say 100. Sorry. Okay, over 100, it is 71. So I change the decimal, remain with only the one decimal. Then I scroll down to see these numbers with their percent sign. I don't have to add a percent sign there, but I can only uh, recommend this. I can only say to my Excel sheet that this should be in percent. So that function we are having total marks. So for this case now, we want to know like, for example, how many marks. So for example, let me say we are having north students, we are having east students, we are having west students, we are having southern province students from south. So I want to know how many marks they have got. Okay, so I can say average if. Okay, average if. Average already it is there as the taking the sum over the number of sessions, or the number of students, or whatever, how we calculate the average. But if I add if, remember we have already seen how to use sum if, count if, and here we come to calculate the average of marks for students in north. Kuko, this will show you if students in north have more marks, if the first student is coming from north, east, west or south. Ahangaha turashaka kumenya ese umunyeshuri ufite amanota menshi ni urugero yavuye ahagana he, ava ahagana he, wenda mu mibare, let's say for example mu mibare cyangwa n'ahandi. So we say average if, ariko reka dufate total marks, amanota yose tudafashe bitabaye ngombwa ko tujya mu isomo runaka. Average if, you start with the range. Here I want the criteria to be the province. Okay, the criteria to be the province. I come there, I select this range, comma. Okay, I select that range. After selecting the range, the next is criteria. Criteria is from north. I can even write it, but make sure you are writing the right way. Okay, then the average range, let me add the total marks here. So then I close the parentheses, I find, so students from north, one student from north has got 230. You see here we are having north and 230 because we don't have another student from north. We don't have another student from north, so one single student is enough. We don't need to calculate the average. But if I change, for example, you see how many people, so for example I change this one from west, I change in north. Oh, the number has changed. On average, one student from north have got 205 marks out of 300. If I want now to make it out of 100, I can add in this formula over 3. So means student from north has got 68%. Let's see other student so as to compare the student with the high marks. Follow again, equal average if, we call the function, the range is from the province. Okay, comma, so the criteria is there east. Okay, criteria nuko umunyeshuri agomba kuba yaturutse muri east, right? Comma, what do I want them to sum for me? The total marks. Okay, then I close the parentheses, I do enter. So the students from east has got these marks over 3 because it is average 49%. We go to west. I can even copy this. Okay, I copy this formula. Sorry. I copy the formula. After copying the formula, I paste it here, but I have to change this east in text because other conditions are the same. You see, I come there to south, I paste the formula, then I change this east in south. Then you see which province has a first class student. Which province? Of course, it is the southern province. The next is north. The next one is, the third is west, and the last one is east. So this is very clear. That is how we use average if. So the average if must be used to compare some data in different regions, in different categories. Okay, hope you understand this. So the functions here we have seen sum if, we have seen average if, we have seen count if, we have seen many other things, but also we are still moving on. Okay, so let me delete this one and change this color to normal. There's no fear. Okay, so there we were having only a single condition. What if we have multiple conditions? What if we have multiple conditions, more than one condition? Urumva hariya niba twari turimo kuvuga ngo ese umunyeshuri wo muri south umwe nibura muri bo, kuko ni average impuzandengo y'amanota y'umwe mu banyeshuri baturuka muri south nangahe, icyo gihe urumva ni kondisiyo imwe. Ariko noneho dushobora gufata kondisiyo ebyiri, tukavuga ngo ese umunyeshuri aturuka muri south, donc abanyeshuri baturuka muri south b'abasore, urumva conditions zibaye zingahe? Ebyiri. Condition ya mbere ni uko umuntu aturuka muri province runaka, indi condition ni ukuba ari sex female cyangwa ari male. So we have two or more conditions. How do we do that? How do we do that? Let's, for example, add here gender. Okay, let's add gender. So we add gender. So unconditionally I can say this is male. Okay, sorry. This is male. This is female. So I'm following that. So no condition. So we have the people there. We have 10 people who have participated in this survey, in this exam. Okay. So I can copy this color there. Hey, so did you see that? So copying only the color. I know you know how to copy the text. Okay, but when you want to copy the color, you put the cursor to the cell where you want the color. Okay, so you go to here, home, format painter. You click, then the format painter, you put it there. So I copied, but the average didn't come. The only thing that I copied is the color. So that's a very important as well. So gender, there we have the gender. So I want, please understand this. As I came to explain, we want to sum the marks of students from a given province and either male or female. There we have how many conditions? Two conditions. One condition is gender, to be male or female. Another condition is to come from one of the mentioned provinces. We have two conditions. So there, I'm not going to use sum because sum doesn't follow any condition. Sum if follows a single condition. I'm going to use what we call sum ifs. Sum ifs. So things are now. Let us choose a single condition there. For example, how many marks? Do how many marks? How many math marks? Okay, math marks or mathematics marks do students from South have? You see, how many marks do students from South have? Oh, like they can say in your job, they can ask you, ese abantu bize segonderi, urumva ufite abantu bagiye biga kaminuza bize segonderi muri sheet yawe mu kazi, bakakubaza ngo tubwire abize segonderi ubundi hano nibura umwe muri bahembwa ngahe, uzabanza ushake sum hanyuma ujye washaka average yabo, kugira ngo ni ibintu byumvikana. So hano ndimo ndakoresha example, navuga ko ari example yo mu ishuri, nubwo n'iyi ngiyi ari ishuri TV bien sûr, ariko ni example isanzwe. Nawe rero urareba mu kazi kawe gasanzwe usanzwe ukora, urebe ngo eske baramutse bambajije ngo na amafaranga angana iki abantu bize kaminuza bahembwa hano ku kazi, kuko muri company yanyu, muri organization yanyu mufitemo abantu bize ibintu bigiye bitandukanye. Naha rero turimo kwibaza ngo abanyeshuri baturuka muri South bafite amanota angahe y'imibare? Okay, so kandi baba how many do male, okay, here I have to add another condition. Do male students from South have? So we have two conditions. We have the condition of gender and we have the condition of province. Equal sum ifs. It is not sum. It is not sum if, it is sum ifs, because I'm having more than one condition. Here, you don't have to begin with the sum range or whatever, or range, I mean the range, the criteria range. You have to start with the sum range. Which do you want to sum up? I want to sum math marks. Ntabwo icyo nshaka guteranya, ntabwo ari abasore, ntabwo icyo nshaka guteranya ari province. Icyo nshaka guteranya ni amanota y'imibare, ahubwo nkayateranyiriza abasore cyangwa abagabo baturuka mu ntara y'amajyepfo. So urumva ko icyo nshaka, the sum range already ni math marks, so sum range is this one. So you come on. The following is the criteria range number 1. Criteria range number 1, either the criteria range can be province or gender. You can begin with any criteria. Let me begin with the gender. Gender, this one. Criteria range from there to here. Come on. The criteria for this criteria range is M, because I want male students. Okay, come on. You also add another criteria range number 2. Criteria range number 2 is province. So because I want to make it the sum of math marks for male students in a South province. So so criteria range is there. The criteria is it South? Yes. Do you remember we are South? Then you close the parentheses. So there we are saying how many math marks do male students have? But those students must come. Amanota abanyeshuri baturuka mu majyepfo bafite, ariko ayo manota akaba ari imibare. Ayo manota ni 77. Can we check that? Yes. So let's check that. So this student is from, I want to see the students from South, but students who are male. So here we have 3 Souths, but 2 of them are female and 1 is male. Okay, so I go there to check how many math marks. You see how many math marks? 77. Because I have put a condition that a student must be a male. What if I change this male to female? I change this male to female. I get F. 139. Can we check that? First, I have to check the South students. Here, I have 3 students from South. So, how many, which one are male and female? So, we have 2 female here. Okay, so I have to go with this range. Say, row number 7 and row number 8. Math marks are this one. Can you sum? Okay, 77 and 62. You find 139. Okay, that is what we call sum ifs. I hope this is very clear. Please add some comments. I want to make sure that we are following. So if we want me to repeat something, add in a comment. I'm here and I'm live. I can add your some input when needed. Please add some comments so we can go so I can be sure that you are attentively following. So we have started with like simple functions, but we are moving with more like medium, some complicated functions, but we are keeping on moving. This is the day 1. This is the day 1. So we have another day tomorrow, so that we keep moving forward with other things. So, but today we are still dealing with the functions and formula. Hope we are together. So, if you want on yourself, you can even sum ifs. So you can have an exercise. For example, you sum the total marks of students from East, but those students are female. So you have 2 conditions. You can add more conditions. You can have 10 conditions. Here, the Excel doesn't tell you that the formula is wrong. No, if the formula is computable. Niba formule ushobora kukanda enter ntibakwereke error. So formula uko yabireshya kose urakomeza Excel ntabwo igirangira. So you have to make sure you know what you want. The next thing is to know which function I have to use. So hope that we are together. So other things here we can talk about. So if I move, like, let me move down. So okay, let me hide this. I can hide this title. I select this one, and then I come there, I hide it. So, but I will unhide it then. Okay, let's say here we have 59. It's a random number. We are having there like 77. Okay, 77. They are random numbers. I'm not following any condition. 77. So there we have like 13. Okay, we have 89. Those are numbers. So 90 what? 91. Okay, 81. Let me say 81. So this is the number, should be the number general, 81. You see, I have said that you can manually add this. Say for example, I have this cell plus this cell, then press enter. You find the answer, then you scroll down to see the sum for this one. Okay, so other functions which are very necessary, you can say, for example, do you know the square root of 81? You press equal, then you add C key. C key, it turns the square root of 81. So you find, okay, so you find this, then square root of 81. Here you have to change, sorry, it was in general. So equal equal square root racine carré the nombre. You see the square root of 9, I mean the square root of 81, it is 9. Yes, racine carré ya 81 ni 9. So nkuko icyo nshaka hano kwerekana ni iki, nkuko n'ubundi usanzwe ukoresha calculator cyangwa telefone yawe, ukoresha telefone yawe ugakomputinga imibare runaka, why not utafungura Excel iyo mibare ukayishyiramo hanyuma ukayandika ukayikomputinga as much as you want. You see, I can have those number. For example, if I copy this, so I paste it to continue there. I paste this, I paste here. You see, I want to paste it there. Okay, I want to delete it. So I'm having this number. For example, I want to calculate, this is RF because it is in a currency. I want it not to be in a currency. So I change it like this, change it like this. Okay, I'm having this number. Okay, for example, you want to calculate mwaeni mean, mean impuzandengo. You come there, you say, for example, you want to turn geometric mean, or you want to turn harmonic mean, you want to turn trigonometric mean, things like that. But whatever mean you want to turn, so you can have this. So, icyo nshaka kubereka nuko most of the functions are there. So we have this 62 geometric mean. You can even turn the harmonic mean. Okay, you can turn the variance. You can turn, for those who are familiar with mathematics, you can turn every statistics that you want. Okay, there are people who have seen this link too late. Okay, so we will try to not even to repeat, but to refresh, to provide another refresher training on this, because as we go beyond, I know some people may get lost, but I hope we will move together. There's no problem. Keep following. So here we move with the others. So ahangaha icyo nshaka kwerekana ni ukuvuga ngo buri computation that you want to do, you can do it. It's very simple. You can do it. Either you can say, okay, I want this, equal this number plus, plus this number minus this, or well, times, that's multiplication. Okay, for example, I add this in parentheses. It's better to add in parentheses times this. So over, for example, this one, Excel will compute that for you. Sorry, this is text. So let me repeat once again, because this was text. So you see this one, that is the response. Excel can work like your calculator. So you don't need to put things like that. So another thing that I want you to know here before we move to other things. For example, let's say, okay, let's say we are having seasons. Right? How many seasons do we have? Agriculture seasons, for example, we have. Is it better to use seasons? Okay, let's use products. Many people do not know things of agriculture things. I may confuse you. So let's have here, we have the products. So having those products, for example, we have cement. So this. We have, for example, okay, what if I add a product? Now, let's say we have computer. Okay, computer can be even a product, or materials, electronic materials, computer, we have phone, we have a tablet. So we have for example a printer. Okay, so here down we have price of those materials in Rwanda, for example, in USA, in Burundi. I know some people are from Burundi. We have also Uganda, our neighboring country from north. So I trace this table. So there we have, for example, from Mozambique, where Mozambique, sorry. So this is another interesting technique that we are going to learn among the formula and functions. So moving on, computer in Rwanda, we're having, like, it's an example, please guys, don't take this too serious. It's an example that I'm trying to give. 300 and whatever francs. In USA, this is bought like this one. Okay, so in Burundi, I don't know how you can sell this. In Uganda, you're having like this one. Yeah, so in Mozambique, you can find it at this price. But to make sure this number is very clear, I can write it in a format, so like this format. I come there, you add only comma or you make it custom. So please keep following. Some people are saying they came too late, but you can follow, can keep following. So the font, regardless of the font category or font type, here you can say it is 100. Okay, so one layer, this, okay, this is 8. Okay, this is, for example, 110. Okay, so okay, so yes, please follow. Keep following for the okay. So sorry, tablet. At me, Rwanda, we have like 7,000. It depends to the type of the tablet that you are buying. Don't take it too serious. I'm just adding this cost regardless of the market price. So USA, you can have it to 40 whatever thousands. So in Burundi, we look the same. We are brothers and sisters. It looks the same. In Uganda, you can have also around this price. I don't know. So I've told you that this is an example. In Mozambique, you can have it at 8. I didn't go there, but I think their materials might be expensive or cheaper than here in our country, but I'm not sure. So printer, it depends to the kind of printer you want to buy, but let's say you have like 400 things like this. So when you have those signs, it means your cell is not long enough. You can enlarge it. Okay. So you have this. I don't know. You have also you have also in Burundi you have 5. So okay, in Uganda you have 47,000. Okay, in Mozambique, I don't know, you can have this around, sorry, Okay, you see the numbers here. So let me try to decrease the zoom. Okay, clear. This is very clear. So you might ask yourself, why do you want this? Why do you want this? What do you want to show us? Okay, so but obviously this is very helpful and you're going to see the meaning. So someone can ask you, how much does a phone cost in Uganda? Then you move in this table with your naked eyes. You move, okay, Uganda, where is Uganda? So where is the phone? So Uganda, the phone is costing 200. Oh la la. How long can you do that? Imagine if it is a long table. How can you resist? How can you see if we are having, for example, for more than 100 products and from around 200 countries? How can you see that? One is saying, okay, we are having here the list, baguhaye list y'abakozi bakora muri company yanyu cyangwa muri organisation. Imbere ya buri mukozi hari saleri ahembwa. Barakubajije ngo none se umukozi witwa Theogene, for example, ahembwa ngahe? Wisugenda urareba urascrollinze down around 5 minutes or 10 minutes you find the answer. Please, that shouldn't be the case. If you are learning Excel shows you the easiest way of doing things, of doing calculations. So here, what you need is, what do you need? You can use what we call index. To return the reference. Okay, so you see, for example, I am having this array. Okay, I'm having this array. Then from row 24, for example, from row 2, it's the second row, or from Uganda we have the fourth row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have the fourth row. So from which column? Column 2. I have the second column. Then you see, sorry, this is a text. I'm sorry, this column we have made it the text. That's why it is sometimes okay. You see, how do we get this? So we have said index A 22 to B 26 because this is our array or matrice. Abantu bizi imibare cyangwa n'ibindi biri related muzi icyo bita matrice. Ni nkayo turi kwita hano array cyangwa the table of your information table, data table. So can I repeat this? Let me repeat it once again. Index helps you to get the reference. So I want to know how much money does a computer cost in Uganda. So here you see index. I know Uganda. Okay, I know this is the price and the countries. We have it there, product and prices from different countries. But I know Uganda is the fourth country on my range. And I know what I want is on the second column. Okay, so I close the parenthesis. So the computer in Uganda costs 365, which is this one. Do you see here? Do you see there? This one. Okay, so the computer in Uganda costs 365,000. I hope you understand this. So this is what we call the index. If I change 2, for example, I say 3. So what will be the question is how much money does a phone cost in Uganda? So there should be what? They say, oh, there is no reference because in my array, I didn't mention phone. So in my array, it is better not to only stop on B column, but it is better to stop on E column. So I say, okay, let's move from A to E like this. Then you go like that. So I have put all the data, all the table in my array. So whatever I want, I can get it very easily. So the phone in Uganda costs 200,000. Also, I can change this country. I say, for example, the first country. The first country is Rwanda. So I press enter. The phone in Rwanda costs 100,000. I hope this is clear. That's what we call index. 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 We are having only 8 minutes to finish the first session. Let me go to what we call match. So what are we matching? It turns the relative position of item. So for example, we are looking for this value Burundi. So in which array? So from this array, or I can even choose one single. It's better to choose one single column. So or I only let me stop at A exactly. No need to go to B. So then they say, okay, I need exact. 0 in Excel means exact answer. Exact answer. Here it is text, please. I have to change this to general. Okay, so in March they return the position. So I have said March A34. Tell me, Burundi is in which position? Is in which position? The first position, 2 position. So among the list of countries. So the Burundi is the third country among the list of the countries. That is how we use March. Match returns the position, index returns reference. This is the first session, guys. I want to move to the next sessions, and I hope we have to understand this very clear. Okay? So let's use both index, index match. Okay? Are you ready? For example, this should be, here I put like, let me do this. Here I put the country. Sorry. Here I put the product. Here, there I put let me do this so as to be more visible. Product and the price. What does it mean? I'm going to reference the country and match the product and return the price. A bit complicated, but very easy. Index match. The answer should be the price. I'm going to index. So sorry, equal index. Index what? I want to put the table, the whole table in array. The whole table here should be in array. So after putting this in array, I want to go step by step. So match what? I want to match country, even there is nothing there, but I have to select it because I'm making the formula. When I put something, it will return the answer. Look for the country among the countries here. Okay, comma, and give me, you see, match should end with the 0 to mean that you want the exact answer. Comma, 0, close, comma, match again. Match what? match the product. We have matched the country, so we are going to match the product, comma, from which list of products, from here to printer, whatever, to the computer, okay, comma, give me the exact answer, 0, then you close the parentheses. You see, there is a text which says not available. NA in Excel means not available. But because this is empty, of course, this is empty. So I want to know the country there. So let me say, for example, I want to put here country, Rwanda. Okay, the product is phone. How much money does a phone cost in Rwanda? 100,000. You see, this is like a conditional, a more than criteria formula. So here we have Rwanda, here we have the phone. So the phone in Rwanda cost how much money? 100,000. This is exactly, if I change Rwanda, for example, there, you see, in this table, I changed Rwanda, I put Burundi. The Excel will return me the price in Burundi. If I change the exactly in USA, they give me the price. If I change the product here, I say, for example, printer, I have to write it as it is. They give me the price in USA. But if I change, I say Tunisia. Since it is not available, man, you didn't put Tunisia among other countries that you listed. Okay? They say it is unavailable. Let me put Burundi. They give me that, you can check. It's very easy. So this is very useful when you are dealing with a large number, a large table of different data. So what if you don't have this? We will in decision making, we will add another formula here in front, which says if error. If error means if you find this error, please say not available. Not available, it is what I'm writing. Okay, you can even change it in your own mother language. Then you add. So if, for example, this is useful if I add which country which is not here, British. Or yes, British. I add British. They say not available. You can even change in your own language. You say you are I mean, you have made a wrong selection, and uh, this is not the right thing. So I am not at timekeeping, but I tried as much as I can to have this session ends at 11 a.m. as we promised you. So from now, so I have an idea that you can text this number. I'm commenting, you have our number. So we put you in a group of uh, the trainees, so that we give you the assignment, so that it is easy to give you the assignment and for more comments. So let's meet in a group. So, and I really thank you for your attention. So, and thank you for your comments. We will keep it moving. So let's discuss in a group of trainees. So if you have something that I can improve, tell me in this group. So text 088 and 431688, so we can put you in a group. Thank you all for your attendance of this first session. Hope you